Hello underdogs, welcome back to Underdogs Rise, the podcast where we rise together. I want to share something with you that stayed with me for a long time. I see the future in your eyes. Because our eyes always offer something deeper than facts. Our eyes reveal the possibilities, the hope, the pain, the courage, the love, the compassion, the respect that we've always wanted. And sometimes, when we are truly willing to look, they reveal something about our future that is trying to emerge within us. We don't just arrive at our future. We all know this. It's who we become. It is something that we decide, something that we choose. At first glimpse, that future can be in how we see and interpret our world. There's an old saying that I heard from my mentor. The eyes are the windows to our soul. Because there's something undeniably powerful when you're able to look into another person's eyes. You can sometimes may hear confidence in a voice that may mask insecurity. But our eyes will always tell a deeper story. Have you ever met someone who was exhausted, but they carried that determination in their own eyes? Someone who may have suffered deep, profound loss, but still showed kindness. You see, their future was already present with them. It lived within them. Not as certainty, but as potential. Before every bridge that was built, there was someone in history who imagined that. Before every invention that was ever created, someone believed that would happen. Because first there was a vision. And our future enters through our world via our imagination. Think of a child who dreams and they become an artist, an explorer, an engineer, a teacher, a carer. That's when the future begins to speak. When a person decides and makes that choice that they would rather heal than to remain trapped by their old wounds, that's our future speaking to us. When someone decides to choose hope in the messy middle, that's their future speaking to them. Because it whispers. And those whispers can be seen in someone's eyes. I think one of the most beautiful things about being a human being is that our circumstances do not tell the whole story. Our current situation is not our final destination. Our history, human history, is filled with people who may have looked ordinary but lived extraordinary lives. Because it was visible in their spirit, in their breath, in their perseverance, in their willingness just to keep going. You see, the future often hides inside the qualities that we may not even be aware of yet, because they're in the future and they can't be measured at all. The courage, the integrity, the compassion, the determination. Those are the qualities that quietly shape the destinations. And they also shape our destinies. Just imagine for a moment that your future self could see you right now. The real you, exactly as you are. What would they see? Maybe they would see the struggles that you are currently experiencing and what you're trying to understand. They would see your mistakes that actually feel larger than what they truly are. And they would also see your fears that seem overwhelming and overwhelming for you. But they may also see something else. The growth that you have not noticed. The wisdom that you share that you have not appreciated. And the strength within you that you have not recognized. The future version of you would understand something that today's version of you may not fully understand. That sometimes we don't fully comprehend the power of simply just continuing. And through that process, we learned and we became something new. One of our greatest gifts of being about being a human is always seeing the potential within someone else, beyond their current beliefs, mindsets, beliefs. To always see something more within them than they may have not ever seen within themselves. Not through praising falsely or false optimism, but through genuine belief. You know, I've had the privilege of having some amazing people in my life, some truly influential people. And they have recognised something within myself even before I was even aware of it. And I'm saying that to you as well, underdogs. It could have been a teacher, a parent, a mentor, a friend, someone you trust. A child. Someone who looks at you and doesn't see your wounds. They see your possibility. Never underestimate the power of the impact that it can have on someone when another person truly believes in you. It doesn't matter about what words are spoken. The right message at the right time is the right breakthrough. It's not about pretending that everything is fine. It's about seeing the struggle, the difficulty, the challenges clearly, and still choosing to move forward. Love is not blind. It's a vision. When I see love, when I see hope in someone's eyes, I see the future. Because love creates movement. And that movement creates our actions. And our actions create the change that we want. And that change creates possibilities that once seemed impossible. And that's because it keeps the door open for us. My mentor once shared with myself, small hinges over massive doors. Because what are your eyes saying? What if somebody today just looked deeply into your own eyes? What would they see? Would they see exhaustion? fear, or determination, or curiosity, or even kindness. Life leaves marks on all of us. It leaves scars. And I myself, I used to be ashamed of my scars. And I'm learning not to be. Just like you. Because our future is shaped by what we nurture. So let's choose to focus on nurturing the love, our compassion, and our resilience. Because our future is simply what we repeatedly do. Because we can all imagine, just as children do. But if you notice with children, they are actively participating in their imagination. They are so involved in it. They are learning, they are failing, but they're also adjusting. And more importantly, they try again. See, the future, though, that we desire is not somewhere beyond the horizon. It's created here in this moment that I'm sharing with you now. In the choices, in the conversations, in the acts of courage, or an act of kindness. Our future grows from today's actions. I have met people that carry such light in their eyes. Not because life was easy, because they have walked through the darkness, and that they discovered that darkness could not extinguish them. They too had suffered. They too had struggled. They doubted themselves, and yet they continued. That created such a depth of character, a quiet strength. It created humility and wisdom within them. And when we decide to see our own light, we can also decide to see our future. Because we are all meant to shine like children do. Every single one of us. And to create better futures wherever we go. Our future is not something that is merely in front of us. It's already growing within us. In our choices, our values, our standards, in our dreams, in our resilience. And maybe most importantly, and when you choose to keep moving forward. Maybe when someone says, I see the future in your eyes, maybe they are saying to you, I see the story that's still being written. And maybe today you need to offer that same gift to yourself. Have a look in your mirror. Look beyond your doubts. Because every day you're holding the pen that is writing the pages to your next chapter. Because our future may be unseen, but the seeds that we are planting are already shining in our eyes. Underdogs rise, and we rise together.